Hi everyone, Sailor Moon here, Sailor Mercury or Sailor Quicksilver here, and today we're going to talk about, you know, why we never cut or clean or skim our films. Now a lot of folks out there might ask us, oh, why don't you ever skim or cut or clean your films? And the first answer would be, because we don't want to, would be the first answer. Two, it takes up way too much time. It does. It isn't like, it's not like you can put your film in a film skimming tool and then be done with it. No, this shit takes time. Let's say you want to make your film brighter or darker. I don't know. Let's say you want to, I don't know, put some kind of outstanding lighting work in it, or you don't. I don't know. You want to cut something out, put something in. Well, you're asking, that's going to take time. Then you would say you want to put a beginning or an end sheet to your film. I don't know why, but some do. And then you got to yield for it to fillet whatever shifts you made to your work. So that takes some time. Time that you could have had uploading the film. The film could have been uploaded, filleted, and playable by the time your film skimming tool was done with it. Another thing is, it's always a hit and miss. You know, with any film skimming tool out there, or cleaning tool, or cutting tool, either the freeware ones, the ones that are free and you don't have to yield for them, the ones you have to buy and yield for, you know that it's going to be a hit and miss when it comes to cutting anything out of your films. You might get lucky, you might cut something out of your film and everything goes great. Next time you do it, you might not get so lucky and you might cut something out of your film you didn't want to cut. Or you might think that you want one little thing out of your film, but you think that you can work with anything before or after the cut. And that's when the film skimming tool fucks with you. That's when it tells you, you cut your film in half, you can't do anything with before or after the cut. And let's be honest, the tools they give you aren't really anything outstanding. I know some folks are going to say, oh, well, the freeware tools are always clutter. Yeah, and so are the ones you got to buy. The ones you yield for are clutter as well. Maybe even worse. You know, why so many folks want to cut and skim their films is beyond me. Then, let's say there's nothing wrong with your film. It uploads, it fillets, it becomes playable like that. You do something to your film in the film skimming tool. I don't care. You make it brighter, make it darker, give it end sheet, beginning sheet, whatever. And then your film gets stuck in uploading, or it gets stuck in filleting because unknown to you, something didn't go right with the filleting of the film and your film skimming tool of choosing. So let's talk about some of the film skimming tools he worked with in the past. You want to say something, Sailor Mercury? Oh, all right, Sailor Moon. Yeah, the first one we worked with back in the day, there were really three of them. The first one was called ArcSoft Web Shooter Friend. Now, we all know there was really nothing friendly about this one. It was broken. The only thing you could do was make your films bright, make them darker, put a beginning or end sheet to your film. Really nothing outstanding, but you couldn't cut nothing out. Even if you hit on the blade likeness, it wouldn't do nothing. Then there was ArcSoft Film for Layer, which, with be earnest about it, it was like you could make your films brighter, make your films darker, put a beginning sheet, an end sheet, but you couldn't cut nothing out. Once again, even if you hit the double blade thing, nothing would happen. Broke. The only thing that the ArcSoft tool was really truly good at was fastly filleting your films. The next one we worked with back in the day was SmallSoft Windows Filmmaker, back when SmallSoft had it. The only thing it was good at was making your films brighter, making them darker, giving you beginning or end sheet to your film, some outstanding lighting work, I don't care. It would take too long. It would cut things out of your film, a hit and miss, but it would do it. It would take too long to fillet your film, you know. And believe it or not, it would be a hit and miss when it came to cutting things out. Sometimes it would cut something out of your film and it would be great. Other times it would fuck up and it would cut something out of your film and you couldn't do anything with the film before and after the cut. The last film skimming tool we ever worked with was the one called Cyberlink Power Director, or we'll call it, Interwebs Feed, Might Overseer. The one we had was broke. The only thing it could do was film, and you really couldn't shift that settings. Now, I know some folks out there are going to say, well, what about the Euro film skimming tool? Or what about Small Soft Clip Champ, or what I will call it, Film Fighter? Well, first off, it ain't a winner because it never won no war and no fight. And two, it most likely will do a lot more. It'll probably just, the only thing it can really be good at is making your film brighter, making your films darker, giving a beginning or end sheet to your film. I bet you probably still takes too long to fillet whatever you did to your films, and it probably a hit and miss when it comes to cutting anything out of your film, so no thank you. So, and I know a lot of folks are going to bring up other film skimming tools, some that are free, some of them are not free. They're going to bring up the Sony Vegas film skimming tool. They're going to bring out the Last Cut film skimming tool. They're going to bring up a bunch of other ones that are well known and not well known. And some of them that you can get for free from either Apple, for an Apple shop, or the Google Play shop, or, from a small soft shop, or some you might have to buy from the same shops. But at the end of the day, they're all the same. Broken down, no good. And I know that was the only thing that our haters and trolls could scathe us for, was not skimming anything out of our films. Back to you, Sailor Moon. Thank you, Sailor Mercury or Sailor Quicksilver. You're right. Hopefully you now learn, or at least you now know, the grounds to why, sorry for that burp, the grounds to why we don't skim anything out of our films. Why we don't work any film skimming tools, freeware, or the ones you got to yield for, because they're all about the same. And I don't want to hear someone say, oh, you just don't know how to work them, or guilt us or shame us for not working with them, because some folks only like to watch uploads, live streams, and shorts and podcasts that have been skimmed or cleaned or cut or shifted in some way. Well, that's not us. If you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made, and if you are new here, watch the other film. If you want to see the other film we did, watch the other film we did earlier this morning with me and Luna. Don't forget to give this a like, playlist, and share this film. And don't forget to, if you are new here, then hit that ringer and bind to let you know when the next upload, live stream, or short's been done. I, Sailor Moon Serena, I, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver Amy, and we'll see you later.